It's week 1 of the 2025 season, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Packers under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling, right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. He stopped on the return of the 27. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Takes the handoff, now Love. He throws a bullet to the... That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Play fake, it's Love. Has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. To him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. He gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Love from the gun. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Green Bay. So Brock. Man in motion, out of the slot. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
That's caught at the 4. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Downfield. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Shotgun now for Love. This is reeled in by Reed. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. One's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. They put a receiver in motion right. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Quay Walker. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now a give up the middle to Jones. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Let's go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because...
That's grabbed inside the 30. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip gain. Christian Watson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, here's Jones. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Quay Walker. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Counterplay, Jones. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Addison going in motion right. Second down carry for Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Going on third, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Vikings.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On play action now, McCarthy. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Packers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Love out of the shotgun. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Gets this one to Watson. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. On first and 10, here's Love. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up. Love to throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 36. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll come up first and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. That's the end of the first quarter and our first Sunday night game of the season. A whole lot to know. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Mason there to haul it in. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. McCarthy to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down.
Here we go.
Motioning him from the slot right. From the gun on 3rd down. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Smith able to put it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Love from the gun. He's got Watson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He's on the move. And that's completed right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers running away with it in the 2nd quarter. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one.
Ready. Set. Ready. Go.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Finds his target, Mason. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. Down at the 43-yard line. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. 2nd and 3 now. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Hauled in left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Motioning left is their running back. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other. Play fake, it's Love. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. That's a Green Bay touchdown. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy has the connection to Hawkinson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Quay Walker. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. He's got a man left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Now McCarthy. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Handoff to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Packers. They've got 1st down from the 31. First throw for the backup now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Willis. Escapes the pocket. Down the run right. Throwing deep down the side. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the defense.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's McCarthy to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. He's on the move. He's keeping it. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 19. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
McCarthy looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now it's McCarthy. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. So we're at halftime in our day. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the 2nd half. They send a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And they try to power right forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Able to hit Mason, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Motion man right is Jefferson. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. McCarthy to throw it. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds, too. Great work. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings cut into the lead by another point. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Hardman with a return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And this is a huge loss on the play. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Let's go.
Willis looking to throw. throw left side to Watson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for a green.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Let's go now.
Tight end going in motion here. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Willis now. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. To throw, here's Willis. This is hauled in by Lloyd. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. This one's caught. It's a Green Bay touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former...
Okay, ready? Set. Check. Panther. Unlock line. Snap.
Now give left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's brought down for a loss. Willis. Able to get it to Reed. Has a hole left, room to run. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers trying to end this before the final quarter. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the... Blown back, gets the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got a man in motion. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On play action now, McCarthy. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This from 28 yards away. Smith able to put it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than some... Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He spins right by him. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will... Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He completes it in traffic. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hopkinson reels it in. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Quay Walker. Offense to the line for 2nd down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. 12-yard line before the stop is made. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Willis to throw it. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send the tight end in motion. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. The kick by Folk is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
In that close, in the red.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that... him after a solid game. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Vikings have it to start the 4th, and given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Moore's got it. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Running this one left. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone down to the 15. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. McCarthy with a blitz coming. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Packers and Josh Jacobs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. Across the 45 and still going. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
First throw for the backup now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They're going play action. Throwing deep for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Able to get it to Moore. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now McCarthy. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And it's a nice game, but still not enough. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings 13-yard line.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Finds his target, Mason. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him on the slant. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Go.
He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Packers get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Going run again with Jacobs. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
And no surprise here, they decline the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand. They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Packers take their first time out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They stick with Jacobs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. They've got to keep moving quick here. First down, and they go right back to him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Running on first here with Jacobs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. They'll run Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Again, it's Jacobs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They go counter, it's Jacobs. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.